going on YouTube? It is Black Shaw back at it again. Happy Friday! What's going on, y'all? I know it's been a minute. Okay, I'm a little late with this here, but I'm here. Okay, it was a little complicated a couple of nights ago, but I still managed to watch American Horror Story Season 8, Episode 6, Return to Murder House. Y'all, this episode was directed by Sarah Paulson. Shout out to Fave again, because you did that. I think you did an amazing job with this episode. It creeped me the hell out close to the end, okay? But without any further ado, let's get into it. So we are back at the murder house, and we have Madison, and we have Behold, Chaplin, or something like that. Chapless, y'all know what it is. Okay, and so they are to get into this house. So they pose as this couple, a fake couple, because we all know they ain't together now, to get the house from this buyer or whatever, the realtor, whatever you call it, okay? And basically, you know, Madison, she was going on to me, oh, I can't wait to make nothing but babies up in here. I said, you do not want to do that, because look at Michael. You see what the hell, you see the hell he done caused, okay? And the realtor, if anything, he was talking about how, you know, do you guys know all the deaths and stuff that happened at this house? You know, he said like 30-something, more than that. And they was like, yeah, we know all that. And he was like, okay, well, good. Y'all got the house. I'm going to get the hell on up out of here. So they finally get in the house, okay, and they're heading up the stairs. And Chapless, he was saying basically like he feels somebody like still is living in the house. And lo and behold, it's more than just one person. All the spirits and the souls and stuff that's up in that house. Because, you know, if you die in that house, you eternally there, okay? Y'all remember back in season 1, that's the way it rolled. You die up in the house, you ain't no coming back. Ain't no escaping, shall I say. So in order to talk to the spirits, they getting ready to set up this spell and everything on the floor. Okay, these two, Madison and Chaplin, to you know, get into the spirit world so they can. And I'm sorry again if this camera is freezing or whatever, but to get into the spirit world, they have to do this spell real quick so they can get all they need to know, okay, and find what they need to find on Michael. So they say they little spell and everything, and so they trying to see if it really worked. They look over in the hallway at one of the damn souls or some damn spirit. She walking by. She looked like a nurse. Okay, and so they go over there, you know, the slow walking and all, the creepy hallway, and they look down the stairs. There's two kids that was dressed up in like some clown costumes. They looked all burnt and fucked up and everything. I said, what's going on here? So we hear some voices, and who did we hear? We hear Dr. Ben and Tate, because, you know, back in season 1, basically, we all know the backstory of Tate. You know, Tate is a damn crazy ass murderer, okay? And Dr. Ben, he is a therapist, and you know, he had his whole family had Violet and Vivian, okay? We gonna see them too in the episode later on. But they was just basically saying, they was just talking, and basically Tate was going on about how he you know, because, you know, Tate loved Violet. You know, Violet, she was just getting sick of that. She's like, leave me alone! Leave me alone! And you remember when Tate was screaming out, he was like, ah! And, you know, she was like, get away! You know, on season 1, that was crazy, right? But yeah, Tate, he wants to make things right with Violet. Violet ain't really checking for his ass right now. But anyway, Madison and Chaplin walk into the room, and they was like, oh, hello, how you doing? We are here to get some details on Michael Langdon. And at first, they wasn't really willing to, you know, welcome them in on anything, period. They were like, you know, y'all need to get the hell out. We trying to have a little discussion and everything like that. And not too long after that scene, there was this little, what I thought was a ball. I mean, I thought it was a clown nose at first. I didn't know what the hell it was. It turned out to be a ball. And y'all remember that little creature child, okay, from season 1 as well. She was hiding down in the damn basement, okay, and it scared the hell out of Madison, because she was like, oh, it's time to play. I want to play. I want to play. Lo and behold, who the hell come down the stairs? Billy Dean, y'all. Okay, Billy damn Dean. I said Sarah Paulson is just doing her thing in this season. All these damn characters. She went from Wilhelmina to Cordelia. Now she got Billy Dean. I almost said Billie Jean, but you get the point. And so basically she greets Madison and Chaplin, and Madison was like, oh, you know who I am? You see my movies? And she was like, no, I know a witch when I see one. Something like that she said. If I'm wrong, I'm my bad. But Lord have mercy. Who at the top of the stairs? Constance. And honey, she said the perfect line to get this episode really kicking.
And this is my fucking house.
So we get back in the scene, and Constance and Billy Dean, they just chopping it up and basically, you know, realizing that Madison and Chapman, they are witches and warlocks and all of that, and know what they got going on. And, you know, basically Madison and them, they get down to the point, we want to know about Michael Langdon. And y'all know, you know, Constance, she looked after Michael Langdon. And so Constance was willing to tell them, you know, everything they need to know, okay, about Michael Langdon, but with a price. Before we jump into that part, Moira or Myra, whatever, you know, the maid, you know, the maid who was an old woman, but she made herself look like this hot, young, tenderoni redhead to the husbands and whatnot, and she ended up getting her head blown the cluck off, okay? But anyway, we see her, she come back in the scene, and you know, her and Constance, they kind of, you know, shading each other and reading each other in the living room, because Constance basically was like, damn, you really not that good of a maid, because, you know, she wiped her little finger on the little countertop thing and it was full of damn dust, like coated with dust. And I ain't talking about candy, coated raindrops. Then we jump into the whole scene of Madison saying, what's the info on Michael Langdon? And Billy Dean was like, I ain't got nothing for you. However, Constance, because y'all know in season 1, we saw Constance look after little Michael. Him rocking in that damn chair with that plaid shirt on, looking evil and sinister as hell, looked like the blonde version of damn Damien from The Omen. But Constance tells them, like, I can give you what you need if you give me what I need. And they was like, bitch, what you need? So basically, Constance wants them to get rid of Moira. I said, what the hell are they gonna do this? She already dead? What is this about? So we get them in the backyard, they digging, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And finally they pull out a skull. So I believe it wasn't the right skull or something, or it could have been, but basically they was looking for Moira's bones so they can, you know, do what they got to do to get the scoop on Michael. We get Moira in the kitchen, and they come up in there and they talk to her and basically say, you know, we pretty much, we want to let you go. You know, we got a little something for you. So they gave her bag of bones, and Chaplin was like, you know, where do you want to be buried? And she said she want to be buried pretty much by her mom in the cemetery. And so Chaplin was like, well, what about that? She wanted to be buried in the cemetery with her mom. And Madison was like, you know, I want to be buried at the damn Studio 7, okay, Paramount Pictures and shit, because that's where I did my first news scene, because you got some perverted ass damn director who wanted to get his rocks off, okay, by seeing me nude, even though I asked for a damn stunt double. But you know, y'all know how that Hollywood shit go. And after Madison and Chapman, they leave, we see Moira. She's right by her mom's gravesite, and her mom puts her hands on her shoulder, and they was just having a little heart-to-heart, because Moira has told her, you know, had confessed to her that she killed her mom and everything. And however, her mom was like, listen, I just wanted to smother you with kisses and everything like that. So basically, she forgave her, and they just walked off into the foggy mist, this foggy, deep, dark mist of fog and cloudiness and just scary thriller type shit. So we get back to Constance, and honey, she about to really spill the tea. She is really about to spill the tea, because she rolled her up a joint, okay, and she got to sat down and chilling so she could tell Madison and Chaplin what's up with old boy Michael. So as you guys remember, in like the last episodes of Murder House season 1 of American Horror Story, Vivian and Ben, you know, they end up, well, Vivian ended up getting pregnant, and you remember she bled the hell out after giving birth to that damn baby, okay, which was Michael, because she bled out. She bled out and she was dead, and they was all trapped up in that house together, because after she died, I think Ben was the last one to go, if not Violet, okay? Y'all remember how that shit go. And pretty much we get to see exactly why Michael was so evil. But let's get into the beginning first. Don't forget, Tate is supposed to be daddy. Tate is supposed to be the daddy, right? He's supposed to be, because remember, Vivian thought she was getting her freak on with the rubber man, aka her husband, but no, that was Tate up in that damn rubber man suit. Because, you know, Constance, she was whooping his ass. What did you do? What did you do? And as you remember, Constance, like I said, she took little Michael in and she raised him on up. So she said, you know, it all started from when he was a baby, because, you know, they had showed a picture of the damn baby. He was up in a in this small ass room full of cracked ass mirrors and shit. I said, what is this about? What is this, bad luck or something? Is she trying to like keep him away from bad luck or some kind of voodoo Candyman mirrors type of situation? I said, she gonna say Candyman 5 times in the mirror, and this mother, is we gonna get a Candyman crossover? What's going on here? She said that it all started when, like I said, when he was a newborn, you know, she said it was like flies and shit in his crib with their wings cut off, and they had rodents in his crib. Then they switched over to a scene. It was like some rodents and shit nailed on his wall and stuff. I said, this right here, this is disgusting. And Constance said that she wanted to try to, you know, will him away from that kind of behavior and whatnot. And however, it didn't work. So mind you, there was a garden that they had in the back, of course, and these rodents and all the stuff he was, you know, killing and all that, he was saying they were presents and stuff. And so she said she took them presents and she buried that shit in the backyard with roses and stuff. So she put it in the ground and she planted the roses from there on. And then the damn presents just kept on coming. Okay, it was like Christmas on repeat. Okay, so and then they had a scene with her in the kitchen. It was like 3 rabbits and stuff hanging from the damn kitchen wall. I said, what in the Bray Wyatt family is going on? What in the pet cemetery is going on? Because I ain't never seen no shit like this. And lo and behold, Constance said she was really getting sick or tired of roses. She said she used to love them, but after seeing all them damn, I mean, she had all them damn plants of roses in the back like damn cemetery plots. Okay, it was crazy. But Constance, she also said that Michael made her feel special. Like she was, her purpose was like to raise and, you know, look up, well, not look up, but look after monsters. And I said, I wouldn't want to have that purpose. But I remember when little Michael had that blood on him, he was sitting up in that chair. The babysitter, she was laying her ass on the floor, cut throat, slit throat and all. Okay, real dark shit going on here. And she was just looking at him, and she was looking at all this blood and looking at the damn dead ass babysitter, which she called the help. And before you know it, she said, one night she went to check on him in his room, and she said she didn't know this person because this Michael, he aged a decade overnight. I said, what kind of spell voodoo shit is this? You age over a decade overnight? No, ma'am. Before you know it, Constance, she in the bed getting choked almost to death by Michael talking about, you can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me what to do anymore. And then he eventually stops because he looked like, damn, what am I doing? He looked like real, like scared of himself. Damn, and he was like, I'm sorry. Can I have a glass of water? And he was crying. She was water. She said, may I? And he said, well, may I have a glass of water? And she said, yeah. He smiled and looked at her. She, you know, she just looked like, ooh, bitch. And she went on to say that he was just like different or whatever. So, because like I said, she said he aged a decade overnight. And she just, I mean, the whole choking thing, if that wasn't strike one, if that wasn't a red flag, I don't know what is. But yeah, she checked on him in his room again. He over there playing Nintendo, okay, and there's a dead priest on the floor. I said, what kind of shit is this? And she just walked the hell away. She didn't even bother to close the damn door. She said, fuck this shitter. Okay, shout out to So Madame. And just walked the hell off. Not too long after that, Constance, you know, pretty much with him doing all that, it kind of like broke her a little bit. So before you know it, she up in this room. She lights her up another joint. She got her a little cup of cognac, a little that bubbly and everything. She got some music going on. She just dancing, you know, she feeling herself. She feeling herself. She feeling it. And all of a sudden, they switched to the scene of her dead on the couch. And, you know, that's when I guess, you know, she killed herself and all of that. And not too long after that, Michael comes downstairs to see his grandmother dead on the couch because he was looking for her. And he was crying. He was saying, wake up, Grandma, 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 Grandma. And Ben appears in the room sitting on his little therapist chair because, you know, Ben is a therapist. And basically he told Michael, you know, she don't want to see you. That's why she gone now. And she went over onto the other side, and that's where she woke up to see Tate in that little basement child of hers. And I meant to mention, I skipped over something. I meant to mention before we get to Ben, Ben at first, he was in the room playing with his shaboinka, crying, because, you know, that's what he used to do. You know, he does that. He go in a room by himself and go and play with his shaboinka.
You don't come up in a woman's house and leave with your shaboink, boy.
While he, you know, teary-eyed, and that's when Madison and Chaplin interrupted him like, well, is you gonna let us know about Michael or not? And that's when we got to the part where Michael found Constance on the couch, dead and all. And so not long after Michael saw what happened, and he like kind of felt guilty because he said that, you know, she's dead because it's of him. It's like he said it was all his fault. And Ben wanted to help him because he said that Michael wanted to be good. So we thought, so they was up in there playing with a Rubik's Cube. They was playing baseball, soccer, football, all that, you know, like a father and son type of situation going on. But lo and behold, when he met Tate, that surely went away, okay? Because, you know, Tate, as far as I remember, Tate's supposed to be the daddy. And Tate was like, I know I done some shit, but there is no way in hell something evil as you will come out of his sack of jewels. And that was pretty much the start, because, you know, Mike was like, I just want to be like you, Dad. And Tate was like, I'm not your daddy. And he just got up out the room, you know, because he was like, don't touch my shit. Because he had went in drawer Michael, that is, and he found Rubber Man mask. And, you know, that's when Tate came like, don't touch my shit. You ain't my son. Okay. Did you hear the Billie Jean song? And that is how the evil side slowly started to lurk in Michael, okay? Because we switch over to him being as this doctor. And, you know, remember the little celebrity girl with the black hair and all that? He carving her face Joker style, okay? And, you know, Dr. Ben, he looked real disturbed seeing this shit. Every time somebody coming by this house, they always end up dead. So it was a couple. They came up in the house and they was settling in. And Dr. Ben had closed the door and everything. He was standing right where they were at first, and then he hears screaming, and before you know it, the couple was dead on the floor, slit throats and all, and there was the Rubber Man. And who took the mask off? Michael. And Dr. Ben was looking like, what did you just do? These people didn't do no harm. And Michael's like, they don't belong here. And so they wake up in their afterlife in the murder house, and all of a sudden they couldn't even get a chance to at least even walk up out the room before Michael burns them to eternal damnation in the house. Like, he literally burned their souls, and that was it. I was like, damn, they couldn't even get a day. Like, what the hell? And Ben regretted helping Michael. I mean, well, you should have known. You should have had a red flag, okay? A red damn flag when you saw him carving that damn girl face like the damn Joker, okay? Like a damn pumpkin, okay? And now we get to see Vivian back in the flesh. Vivian, as Ben was telling Madison and Chandler what's going on, Vivian comes in the room, and Ben was, you know, he was just falling in love, and he said, I never stopped loving you. But Vivian said, I never stopped hating you, okay? But all this shit you done caused, because y'all remember all the shit they went through as a family in season 1. But Vivian, now she about to give the details on what they need to know about Michael Langdon. Basically, this shit, it startled me a little bit to hear this. So what she said she saw in Michael the damn 10-horned beast with the eyes coming up out of the sea and all that. Y'all know that whole story. The mark of the damn beast. We're going to get to that part in a minute too. Vivian was basically saying, like, once that boy was born, you know, and as he was older, it was like not flies, but crows and stuff flying around their house. Now, if that ain't some spooky red flag type shit, I don't know what is. She said crows would fly around, and it just wasn't right, okay? It just wasn't a right atmosphere. It wasn't a right vibe, okay? And all of a sudden, we get these 3 people, okay, coming up to the house, and we see Miriam on the side, and we see this, what is that dude named, that satanic evil guy, the bald-headed dude with the black goatee? Somebody, if y'all know who I'm talking about, leave his name in the comments below, because that's exactly who he was looking like. Okay, and then you got old girl on the side, and that's the same girl from Asylum and Freak Show, I believe. I said, cause she showed damn look familiar. So they eventually break up into the house. Michael, he come down the stairs with his boxer drawers on and his t-shirt on and all. And so the bald head dude, he was like, oh my God, I'm in the presence of my Lord. And he was basically telling Michael, I am the Black Pope, okay, from the Church of Satan. I said, oh Jesus. And we are here to, you know, bring you upon us, okay? So then that was the start of it all, because you see Miriam over there got to talking about this thing called the Black Mask or whatever. So we gonna get to what that's about. Basically, it was like some kind of sacrificial ritual type of thing going on. We gonna see why. Y'all gonna see why. So this girl, she up in the rain. It was like literally pouring raining, like raining hard and heavy. It was like overcast or something like that, whatever you call it. And she was waiting for the bus stop, you know, waiting at the bus stop. And a car pulls up, and she, you know, she's like, "Can I get a lift?" And the lady said, "Sure you can." And that lady was Miriam ass. And so, you know, they was riding, you know, the girl, she was just a smiling, hey, you know, like it was all cool in the middle of the damn night and this heavy rain, and this evil woman, you know, little do you know, I would have just waited for the damn bus. And, you know, the girl, she notices these upside down cross, you know, just hanging on the rearview mirror. And she was like, "You know what, I think I'm gonna find another way home." And, Miriam was like, "No, the fuck you're not," because she drugged her. And they took her back to the house, and she wakes up. She on this damn table in this white ass gown, okay, looking like a nun before she gets her robe and all that type of stuff. And they got her tied up and everything. They all got their black robes on. Michael does too now. And they switch over to the screen, like they got like a little projector type of thing going on. And there's the damn Baphomet symbol, you know, old Illuminati ass type shit. And I said, "Oh Lord, where we going with this?" And they getting ready to sacrifice this girl. So the Black Pope said, you know, told Michael, "This is for you." And Michael, he was just smiling and at the same time wondering what they about to do. So all of a sudden, he grabbed a little knife or whatever it is. He grabbed and stabbed her right in the damn stomach and reached up there and got her heart. And I said, what is this? What's going on here? And she died after not too long after that. I mean, I'm like, can you just kill me now? I would not want to go through that. Oh my God. And so they give him the heart, Michael. And Michael, he holds this heart in his hand and he bites on that shit like an apple. And they all like looking like, because behind him, there was a reflection of the damn devil, okay? This 10-horned motherfucking thing. The wings got to flapping and flying and everything. And they was like, "Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God." It's him. It's the Lord. They Lord anyway, not mine. And Lord, I'm telling y'all, I had to go and reflect what I just saw, and I had to pray, okay, because that was, I ain't never seen no, I said, "No ma'am, I would not be nowhere in that damn house. I'm getting far the flying fuck ass away from this damn house." And not long after that, Vivian, she goes to sneak up in his room to kill him, and she got her knife ready and all. And Michael, little does she know, Michael is wide awake. Okay, I'm waiting for Katy Perry to come out and sing a damn song. But anyway, lo and behold, like right here on the side of his little earpiece and the back on the side of his neck or whatever, it has 666. And if y'all don't know, that's the mark of the damn beast. And right when she was trying to kill him, he sets her on fire. And just when she was about to die, Tate had saved her. And basically, Vivian was telling him Michael was born into this house and it just brought nothing but evil. He just wants to destroy the earth.
Destroy the earth as we know it.
She basically tells them that he's the Antichrist, okay? And damn Madison, her ass is ready to go, okay? Ready to damn go. And right before they do all that, they see Violet over there crying. And Madison, you know, she was actually doing something human and something warm-hearted. And she went over there to talk to Violet, like basically trying to tell her, like, Tate is not who you think. Tate is not bad, you know? Basically saying, like, she said, the evilness left from Tate and went on to Michael ass, and basically, you know, let her know Tate really loves you, girl. Go get your man. And Chaplin is outside waiting for Madison. Madison, she come outside, and Madison was like, Chaplin was like, "Oh, well, you a big softy for real, ain't you?" And she was like, whatever. You know, at least somebody gonna get a happy end. And then you see Tate and Violet, they all chilling together, you know, as one, looking like a whole married type of scene. And before you know it, the episode ends. And y'all, that was the episode. That was Return to Murder House Part 1, okay? This was very interesting. This was, whew. And I'm telling y'all, I kid y'all not, I had to go and pray hard because this, whoo, that damn shadow of that damn thing on the wall. Did y'all see that shit? I didn't want nothing to do with it. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. You guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. Okay, sorry that it was a little late, but like I said, it's a little complicated Wednesday night. Okay, hella busy, hella having things to do. But please be sure to like this video, okay? Subscribe to the channel, check out my previous videos, and let me know your thoughts on this episode and what do you guys think and how is it gonna play out, because as we all know, this was like a couple of months or something like that before the nuclear attack. And yeah, and let's get ready for next week's episode, all right? And I'll see y'all in the next video. It's Black Sean, I'm out.
I'm Constance Langdon. And this is my fucking house.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.